Hi everybody, it is April and it is time for my next YNAB update. That's You Need a Budget. That's the software that we've been using since December, and I'm really excited to tell you what's been going on. First, I want to tell you what has not been going great. We have still not gotten really and truly into the habit of regularly going into YNAB and updating our finances. I put it on our schedule for every Saturday morning, and it seems that we only do it every other Saturday or maybe on a random Tuesday when I say, hey, we seriously have to do this. I haven't quite figured out what that's about yet. I suspect it might be that I'm still a little bit afraid that when we start doing things, the finances won't be quite as great as we want them to be. It's really sort of a silly fear, though, because all the evidence in terms of, as we've been using YNAB, all the evidence is to the contrary, that the more we track our finances and the better job that we do of keeping up with what we're spending, where it's going, and planning for where it's going, the better we're doing. So, I don't know. I'm hoping that pretty soon that will really click in my head and I'll be eager for our weekly financial updates. And they are getting faster because the software is smart and gets to know where you're spending money and sort of already knows, like, where was that, or even in some cases, what was that, like, oh, that was your mortgage payment, oh, that's your rent. Anyway, so here's the good news about what's been going on. So when we last talked, one great thing that we had done was opened up a savings account, a college savings account for Dara, and of course we're still doing that. We're putting $50 aside every month. It's moving right along. I don't even miss the money. It's great. I'm so glad that that's automated. Couple things that we've started doing. I am a member of the Junior League here in Chattanooga, and our dues were due in March. And ooh, they're expensive. They're expensive when you sort of didn't have it on your radar. They were over $200 for the upcoming year. So that was a little bit painful, but I stomached it. I was able to pay it. And I also put into YNAB a plan where I'm now saving $15 every single month so that when next spring rolls around and those dues are due again, I've been saving for them the whole time, and it's totally no big deal, and I'll be prepared. So that's an exciting thing. But even bigger and better than that, when we started YNAB, we owed $2,000 still on our vehicle. And as of March 1st, we have paid the car off. Whew, that was huge. We were so excited. We love to talk about our paid-for vehicle. It's very exciting. We hate having car payments. We avoid them at all costs. The last car that we had, we were very aggressive about getting it paid for, and we wish that we could have gotten this car paid for even faster, but I got to tell you, I just know with certainty if I wasn't using YNAB, we'd still owe money. Maybe we'd be down to $1,000 by now. Maybe. Probably not. We probably still owe $1,200, $1,300. But because of that software, I feel like we had a goal, we buckled down, we got it done, and now it's one less payment that we have. It's very exciting. And then the other thing that's happened is that Dara is really becoming quite a handful. As a toddler, she's 19 months old or 20 months old, and she's awesome, but man, she demands a lot of attention to the point where this part-time job that I've had from home, I teach a college course online, it was just becoming too demanding for me to do successfully, and also full-time be in charge of Dara. So I needed to step away from it for a few months and just take a break while I sort of get my bearings on toddlerhood, if that's even possible. And I would not have even considered doing that if it weren't for YNAB, because I wouldn't have known that it is possible, that we have enough squirreled away, we have enough in savings, that our finances are such that thanks to the fact that we have renters in our home, I don't have to have the money. Now, of course, it's going to have an impact on how aggressive we can be with my student loans, which that's sort of the next target on our radar for debt elimination. I can still pay more than is required, but I'm not going to be able to be quite as aggressive, but I think it's a good choice. I know it's a good choice, actually. I'm really at peace with it. And YNAB showed me that that was a choice that I had the freedom to make. And that feels really, really good. So that's what's going on with us this far into YNAB. I'll update you again in just a couple months, and I hope to have even more great news. Thanks.